Your Excellencies, Honorable Ministers, representative of regional economic communities, regional and sub-regional grouping, academia, civil society, private sector organization, youth, women, development partners, esteemed colleagues of the United Nations. Since its establishment in 1985, and in accordance with paragraph 1 of Article 9 of its constitution, the African Ministerial Conference on the Environment, known as AMCEN, holds its ordinary session every 2 or 3 years. Its role is to provide strategic guidance on key regional and national initiatives on environmental matters on the continent. This year will be held the 18th ordinary session of AMCEN. In view of the prevailing situation due to COVID-19 and based on the consultation with the AMCEN Bureau, it was agreed that this 18th session should be held in a two-step approach. The first step, which will take place from 13th to 16th of September, will be in a virtual setting with a streamlined agenda that will focus only on urgent and procedural matters. Substantive matters which require in-depth negotiations will take place in a resumed session in 2022. It will be an in-person meeting in Senegal at a date to be confirmed. This virtual session of the first part is composed of an expert segment taking place from 13th to 14th of September and a ministerial segment which will be held on 16th of September. A pre-AMCEN civil society, stakeholders and major group session will be held prior to the earlier mentioned segment. The 18th ordinary session of AMCEN will be held under the theme Securing People's Well-Being and Ensuring Environmental Sustainability in Africa. Central to this theme is the need to focus the recovery on the well-being of people through environmental actions that create jobs and improve livelihoods. This theme calls on the government to align recovery measures to strengthen resilience to climate change and integrating more ambitious policies to halt and reverse the biodiversity loss and also to restore ecosystem services. The theme also encourages countries to prioritize green and sustainable recovery action plans that create mutual benefit and co-benefit for social, economic, and environmental resilience. This virtual meeting of the first part of the 18th ordinary session of AMCEN will provide an opportunity for African ministers to examine the African Green Stimulus Program that they have adopted last year on December 4th in 2020, and to showcase the recently developed online platform, but also to provide guidance, strategic guidance on how to implement this African Green Stimulus Program. This virtual meeting of the first part of the 18th ordinary session of AMCEN will also be an occasion for the continent to form the common position for the forthcoming global environmental event, including the 15th Conference of the Parties to the Convention on Biological Diversity to be held in October 2021. the 26th session of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change to be held from 1st to 12th of November 2021, and the resumed session of the 5th session of the United Nations Environment Programme to be held from February 28 to 2nd of March 2022. This virtual meeting will also be an occasion for the continent to strategize on how to galvanize international cooperation in support of the post-2020 biodiversity global framework. It is expected that this virtual meeting will adopt outcomes, including a set of decisions and key messages reflecting the discussions on the various agenda items. It will also it is also expected that this meeting will also provide guidance on the resumed AMCEN 18.2, the trust fund, and other procedural matters. Given the importance of this meeting, I look forward to overwhelming participation. I thank you.